Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, I had another call going on. So I had to finish that. Yeah. Okay, so what happened in the market today? Let's have a look at what happened in the market. Right? If you look at Sensex, it actually recovered from a very big drop that happened in the morning. I remember in the morning there were a lot of people who had everything red. Right? I don't know how many of you all were in that same position early in the morning at 9:30. If you opened your portfolio, everything would have been in red at that point. Yeah, and everyone was getting scared, saying that, oh shit, this is everything's gone down, this massive loss that is happening for everyone. But then if you just waited, right, even for like, yeah, even now it's red, but it's not as red as it was at 9:30 in the morning. The main reason being, towards the end of the day, immediately after 12, we saw the entire thing recovering and going up, right, and actually came back up. The Sensex actually went back up. So it's not that red. Yeah, it's not dark red, it's slightly light red, right? It's not dark red. So I average today, right? Usually what I do is, when I wait for such situations and when it goes down, you average it, because the good players will definitely still be doing well. So that is what is happening. Okay, now if you look at what happened, there's one recent news that came out with Paytm. Right, so Paytm IPO just got approved by the board. So 197 are actually called for a meeting on July 12th to approve the 12,000 crore fundraising plan, and then they finally got approval to actually raise the funds. Right, so this is something that came up with them as well. Another important news that Grofers co-founder exited the company, even though they are talking to Zomato for an exit. So Zomato is planning to buy the online grocery player called Grofers, but the co-founder actually left the company and walked away. Right, so we don't know why that is, but that is something that is weird. Next, okay, ShareChat's parent company is planning to do an ESOP buyback worth $19.1 million. Right, so ShareChat parent company is planning to buy back 19 million worth of shares from its existing people. What else? What else? One sec. Okay, so Glenmark Pharma's API arm, okay, Glenmark Life Sciences, is launching an IPO in July to raise up 2,700 crores. Now, I think this would be good, right? Because Glenmark obviously is a very big company. If you have seen, it's almost about its 18,000 crore market cap company. Glenmark is pretty good, and Glenmark also is almost after the 2020 crash that happened, it's recovering really well, and also the financials are also pretty solid and good. So Glenmark overall is a very good company, but now what they're doing is their API division, right, which is currently trending in the market. Their API division is coming out with their own IPO, right? So this is something that is quite interesting to watch. So 1,700 crore IPO that is being launched, and that is something we will have to see whether it does well or not. Okay, just give me 1 second. Rupee gains against US dollar and euro. Right, so rupee actually must have done well. Let me check. INR to dollar. Oh, nice. Right, so it's actually, if you look at one USD, it's currently now almost at 74 rupees. It's at 73.97. So that's insane. Rupee, I mean, dollar also is an uptrend right now. I mean, with respect to rupee, so it's doing really well. SBI cards apparently fell by 6%, right, after Carlyle Group said that they want to sell stake worth 5,000 crores. Okay, so SBI card is apparently falling down because Carlyle Group might sell stake in the company worth 5,000 crores, which is insane because Carlyle Group has around 5.1% stake in SBI cards, and if they sell this, it will be 5,000 crores worth of stake going down, and if that happens, there will be a massive sell-off in the market as well, and the massive sell-off will create everyone's portfolio slightly going down. Okay, that's something just in the news. Let me check something else. One sec. What the hell? Some weird news. Okay. So apparently Tata Motors, okay, along with Tata Power, jointly inaugurated a solar carport in Pune. Now, this is important for all the people who are looking at it from a futuristic perspective. Tata Motors and Tata Power on Friday announced the inauguration of India's largest solar carport in Pune that is estimated to reduce 7,000 tons of carbon emissions annually. Okay, this is something very interesting to watch because because there's this thing where everyone wants to become net carbon zero goal and they want to do this by 2039. So Tata Motors have entered into a contract with Tata Power. A power purchase agreement, a PPA, has been signed between the two so that they can work on renewable energy and not spend actual energy, which again, if you work on renewable energy, then you will obviously ensure that your bottom line grows because your fuel and power cost will not be that big, right? Okay, next. There was one more important thing I saw somewhere on site. Yeah. Okay. So have you guys heard of Easy Trip Planner? So I found this new website. Um, I found this new website, right, which is known as Money Times. I'm pretty sure you guys might have heard of it. So Money Times comes out with something known as Money Times Talk every day, where they put out a lot of business updates with respect to the market. So apparently, Easy Trip is a zero debt company and only profitable player providing amazing travel services. Also, it ranks second by booking volume and third by booking revenue, and has recently now tied up with justdial.com, right? So my Easy Trip has tied up with justdial.com as well. Shilpa Medicare has tied up with Dr. Reddy's, okay, for the production and supply of Sputnik 5 vaccine. It's going to make 100 to 200 million doses of vaccine. Okay, that is something that is interesting to watch. Okay, yeah, Shilpa Medicare had gone up almost by 3.5% today. Insane. What else? Oh, IOL Chemicals. A lot of people who are following that, they had an excellent result. Apparently, their FY21 PAT went up from 359 crores to 444 crores, and their EPS jumped from 63 to 76. So again, that is something that would have gone up also. Oh no, it actually fell down. Great, went down by 1.5%, even though they gave a good result. Okay, something interesting there then. What else? What else? No, all this is boring. Mm, boring, boring. Think great. Oh, Asian Granito did well. Okay. Okay. So remember Tata Super App, right? Did you guys remember Tata Super App, which is the neo banking app? Okay. So Tata is apparently adding a neo bank to its Super App arsenal, right? So earlier you could just buy groceries. You could buy groceries and other, book stuff or go to other places and buy something. But today Tata Digital basically is likely to offer financial services including credit card, insurance, mutual funds, and their super app is now going to also have a neo banking system, right? So this is again something new and something insane that is happening. One second. Okay, a lot of people are asking Subex. Yeah, so if you look at Subex, what's happened with Subex? It's down by 4.97% today. Okay, so what? Why are people asking me that? Did something happen? Uh, did any news come out? No. Oh, are people asking to average it? Yeah, usually I do that in such situations, right? Because I know it's fundamentally good. I know it's gonna go up eventually in the future in like a year. So when things like that happen, when it keeps going down like this, it's usually when you average out even more. So I actually bought a little bit more today in the morning. Right? So it's always good to average out. As long as the fundamentals don't change, it is always something that is good. Right? If the fundamentals change, only then it's supposed to be bad. Got it? Only then you start taking tension about what is going to happen. Hmm. Okay. Just seeing if there's something interesting. Second, let's look at this. Okay, so look at this. Interesting information. Domestic air passenger traffic drops sharply in May. Okay, that means in the month of May, the number of people using air travel was very low. Okay, apparently the number of people who traveled in May, no, who traveled in May were 2.1 million passengers, with respect to the people traveled in April, which was 5.72. So obviously this month they have traveled 50% less. And March they had traveled 7.83. Now March we'll forget. If you look at April and May, they've totally had around 7.12 million people traveling in the month of May. What's going to happen to your airline stocks now with this information? So this is going to be something fun to watch. Uh, Yep. Okay. So Polycab India, you guys might have heard Polycab India. It's a listed company. Polycab India is planning to acquire a company known as Sylvan Innovation Labs for 182 million rupees, mainly for its R&D and innovation capabilities. Right. So basically, they're buying this company only for R&D capabilities, and it's a massive buy. What is Anish's question? Anish is asking, what if we keep averaging and then the fundamentals change? So if you keep averaging and then the fundamentals change, then you have to get out of it and start investing it somewhere else. Simple stuff, right? So averaging, if you're averaging down, then the chances of you being in loss might be there. But if it's already gone up and then you're averaging, then if you're still positive, then you should just take it as, okay, you know what, I'm still positive on an overall basis. Take the hit and walk away, because that's the thing, right? When you're doing fundamental analysis, you should keep in store that is this management good, so that the fundamental does not change for the next 2 3 years, right? If it changes in the next 2 3 years, then finish, done. Take a hike and walk away. That's it. No, you can't be emotional about it, right? You can't be like, no, but you know what? I did this. I've been averaging it down. I'm so sad. It's okay. It's fine. You can start doing something else, and so might as well start averaging down on good stocks if you really want to average down on good stocks. Go for the big players and start averaging down from that angle, right? What else? What else? What else? What else? Mm. So apparently, okay, look at this weird news. Apparently, North Korea is running out of food, as packet of coffee now cost $100 in North America. North Korea, sorry. If you want to buy a packet of coffee, it is $100 in North Korea. Apparently, they're running out of food. Very interesting. And now I don't know how much this article is true or not. Okay, this sounds very weird, but it also says that North Korean farmers were asked to contribute 2 liters of their urine each day to help produce fertilizers. So I don't know how much of this is how much of this is true or not. But a small packet of black tea costs 5,000 rupees and coffee costs 7,500 rupees. In apparently they're going through a food crisis. The food supply is strained and getting trends. There's no food coming out of their country. I think India should step in at this point and start exporting all their food to North Korea right now. I'm pretty sure he'll pay a better rate than what our Indian counterparts get paid. What else? Oh, yes. So you know this company called Nazara Technologies, the gaming company. So once they came out of their IPO, Nazara Technology is apparently going and doing an acquisition right now, immediately after an IPO. It is acquiring a mobile gaming publishing agency known as Publish Me for 2.7 million. It's a small acquisition. It's picking up 70% stake in that company. The main reason why it is doing that is so that they can actually go into regions of Middle East and Turkey, right? MENA region, which is Middle East region, and Turkey. So Publish Me basically works with a lot of gaming company brands in the Middle East, and in the Middle East there are a lot of people who game, a lot of people who game in Turkey and Middle East. So now they're going into that region, obviously, to expand their reach. The fuck. Mm, one second, I'm just seeing if something else is there. Oh wow. Now see this very interesting news. Yeah, there's some weird background COVID में crackers and shadi and procession is going on. So it's insane, even though we're in lockdown. So it's nice. Okay, so look at this very important news, guys. Investors have gone to the Supreme Court against the plan to delist DHFL shares. Okay, so you know the DHFL shares got delisted from all the exchanges. So a lot of investors have got pissed off and they've gone to Supreme Court saying that how can you delist it and you should have done it in a better way. In fact, I remember at that point all the exchanges, all the media houses were saying that if you hold DHFL shares, it will become zero. They were very clear that it will become zero, right? Even the exchanges, when you were going to buy something, they were like, this is something that is going to get delisted soon and this is going to become zero. Still, I feel a lot of people, obviously maybe through WhatsApp messages or whatever, there's some rumor in the market that if you buy it, it will delist, but then the shares will relist again, and when it relists, you'll make like 10 times your money, right? This is what a lot of people in the market were talking about, because something very similar happened with Alok Industries at that point, right? First it got delisted, and they actually said that they'll delist it completely, but then Reliance lost the case and then they had to relist the stock, and when it relisted, it went from 3 rupees to 19 rupees. And I don't know why a lot of people went and bought it, but after buying, all these people have gone to the Supreme Court to complain about this, that they lost money in DHFL. Now who's right here and who's wrong, right? Do they have any right to tell that when it was very clearly said that, and it's not like they didn't know when they were buying, they obviously knew when they were buying. So that is something that is very, very weird. Okay, Junjunwala. Okay, awesome. I think that's it with most of the important news for today. Unless you guys have seen something important. No, nothing seems very important. Adani, what is Adani? Adani is just falling down every day. There's no news on Adani. Adani is just having a bad time. Today it went back up. See, it bounced back up. It went. Adani Enterprises, by the way, went up to 8.76. I think it fell 2 days in a row. I think yesterday also Adani stocks were down. Day before yesterday, Adani stocks were down, and then today it went up. So see, all the people who stressed so much about Adani stocks and this and that eventually just went up. So don't stress too much about things going down. Always average when it goes down if it is fundamentally good. Um, yeah, World Test Championship, something happened. I think it rained and it got completely delayed. So that is something that is, yeah, it's still not started. Okay. Toss only is delayed due to rain. Okay, great. So the match, I don't think the match is gonna happen anytime soon. They should just restart it tomorrow, man, and not lose out on a day. It's so pointless. It's a final. But yeah, a lot of people are expecting to watch that today, especially towards the weekend. It would have been fun, but now sadly can't do anything. Okay, awesome. I think that's it. That's it for today's episode. Uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just checking if there's something new that came out while we were talking. No, nothing else. Okay. Okay, yeah. So today I'm not gonna take 2 3 people on stage because we covered a lot of news. So I have an announcement to make. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna meet you guys directly. First, I'm gonna meet you guys on Sunday, which is Shank Tank, which is happening on Sunday, right? Now after Shank Tank, next week I'm taking a break. I'm not gonna do market talk for a week. So next Monday to Friday, no market talk. Okay, immediately I'll meet you guys next week because I'm traveling to Bombay this week. So this week I'm not gonna do any talk. I need to spend time with fam, and after that, next week I will come back. Don't worry, I will schedule it again, and I'll schedule, and don't stress because a lot of people who might see that the stock is going down or getting stressed and all, don't get stressed. Thoda relax karo, everything goes up only. Okay, I think I've taught you guys enough for you guys to understand. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a chill for a week, and then next to next Monday, not the coming Monday, but the Monday after that, I will come back and we will restart. Okay, awesome. No man, I would have done meet and greet, but I don't want to risk and not in COVID. If it was not COVID, I would have definitely done a meetup session in Bombay as well. but we can't do it because of COVID. Yeah. Awesome. So I'll meet you guys again on Sunday either way. Okay. Chalo. Awesome. Bye.